Okay, I'm starting to prepare myself, I suppose, for the episode 50. Is that gonna be good? Because every single time I finish some kind of part series, there's obviously something or some kind of conclusions that I made if I put it all together. Obviously, it's gonna be different than my regular episodes. Yes, I am going to be acting it out like some YouTubers do. Some YouTubers feel like, oh, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of sugar on my content on top of already, fat ass and high production content, which I love to criticize because I will never do it myself. I find it interesting that Michael from Vsauce actually dropped his quality as well. He actually doesn't upload on Vsauce channel anymore. It doesn't seem that he's that smart after all. Or is he? Now he's just playing with toys. Does he have my personality? I think he does. I mean, this is like 1 in 4 chance, remember? People are gonna be doomed to have your personality. Doomed. I'll be doomed to have other people's personality. It's just so simple. You think you're so unique, and I am unique because of my environment, because of the parents that I had, and the things that I chose to do. But you can achieve uniqueness, by the way. You can, because your personality is just something you get. The rest is like up to you completely, and that's great. And this is not necessarily the direction I'm going with the video. Now give me your soul. What is the blob? It's a social pool. It's a easier way to say a social pool. Because a blob, you can imagine a huge slime that just is made out of people, right? And you call this a city or something. Social pools can come in different varieties, not just cities or towns or anything you can imagine. Like, there are a little bit of social pooling on the internet, but just like Antonym's Discord. But this is just a foolish attempt to create a social pool on the internet most of the time. Or at least it's not gonna grow, it's not gonna turn into something valuable at all. Like, I had to extract value by force from that place. And it's normally what it actually consists of, is just getting inside the pool, grabbing some value, and getting outside. One rule you have to understand: you cannot be successful in social pools. You can't. It's impossible. Okay? If you're successful in a social pool, people are going to attack you like zombies. That's what they're going to do. Because they need your success most of the time. They need to unleash your success on everyone else. They want to pop your bubble. Now, because social pools are not fully developed, this feature is not yet as aggressive as it should be, right? This is another point for Zombie Apex. The Zombie Apex haven't even started yet because people don't have tools to attack successful people. Right now, successful people actually exist. They are not going to exist after 15 years, actually. No more successful people. Imagine that. Because every successful people are going to be criticized into dust. Every shark will be eaten by a smaller fish for some reason. At least that's what my clock says, right? And I trust my clock. God damn it. It makes so much sense when I put it into context that, again, social pools are developing tools to attack successful people, and specifically successful people. Specifically that 1% that has too much money. If the major... Okay. Social pools are designed... to embrace socialism. Here we go. So they will embrace equality. Oh, and they will embrace inclusion. Simply to include a bunch of people, regardless of how successful or unsuccessful you are. They will love to include you because that will embrace equality, right? That will embrace having a challenge for equality. That's what it is. Social justice warriors, guys. But they will get so many more tools to fight in these social pools and make them even more vicious and more vicious. And those social pools will work flawlessly at some point. The zombies will be able to operate flawlessly. And communities will thrive, actually, because of that. Because once social pools develop properly, not only they're going to pose great risk, but they will pose great opportunities for people who find their way out. And to find the way out, most of the time you have to come out not empty-handed. First, you're gonna come out with experience, like I did. But now I realize, like, I'm kind of lonely in here. I'm kind of in a completely other dimension here. And that sucks. I don't have my own personality surrounding me. So what you do, you go back to social pools to hunt people. Remember that phrase that I used? Oh, I guess you weren't around when I was trying to create another channel with actually higher production quality. But you know what quality it didn't have? Knowledge. Yes, I have more and more knowledge as I do these things, and it fucking blows my mind sometimes. Okay, every time now, like every single day, I blow my mind. I'm not sure how I have a head on my shoulders anymore. Improvement is pretty interesting stuff. And you feel the same thing in social pools. But one thing that now I'm realizing about high quality, high production, crafts, whatever people produce, right? And usually every single thing that people produce in America is like high production. Even the YouTubers, they have to look good, they have to make their environment good, and most importantly, they have to attract real life in their videos. I actually mentioned that. That real life is still beating gamers right now. God damn it. Sucks to be a gamer. But whatever. You would think, like, oh, there's a lot of gaming content. We just there to watch it because of the people most of the time. Oh, it's a person. Oh, he has a real life. Interesting. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe some gaming content makes sense. But why did PewDiePie drop his gaming content? It makes no sense. Maybe he just consumed too many zombies because of his personality. Let's not speculate that direction anymore. Okay, if I have a skill, I need a skill to present my skill in social pools. Because you will be not recognized until you do perfectly flawless quality content. If you have a skill, you need a team of people to present your skill. You can't just be a standalone individual and be proud of yourself. In any social pool, that's what you're gonna find. You can't do that. You need authority to, yeah, or you just need authority, or you need a shout out, a spotlight for yourself. You know, the same thing goes for the American Got Talents or something. You need some kind of spotlight, but because people recognize that you need a spotlight, they put a huge contract on your legs, binding contract. You will never be able to escape or actually upload YouTube videos. It's like there's some crazy shit that authority does. You basically sell your soul if you follow authority. You literally sell your soul. That's what Satanists do these days. They offer you some pretty good deals and then horrible kill yourself deals at the same time. They give you candy with insta-kill poison. Oh, you want a candy? Okay. Satan with his candies, god damn it. So, people who are celebrities, who are protected by authority, they're also more than dead already. They're more than bound to do whatever the authority says, which is horrible. I don't want to say it's like Tanacon, but it's almost that way. You know who was the authority figure, right? In Tanacon. It wasn't Tana herself. She was just following. She was just being beaten up, basically, and might as well make everyone suffer because people like suffering, right? Because I like suffering. See how it goes these days? The zombie doesn't see it. And again, most of the authority followers are going to be water personalities. What else do we have? This one is fun. The ability to faint. I'm gonna leave it for you and leave it for episode 50. The ability to faint. It's just such a weird ability. I found it very interesting when my friend did it. He literally blacked out against one person I asked him to contact. And he said it's not a big deal, but I digress because fainting is actually a very important ability. Obviously, it could be not a big deal because he would be doing it more often than other people because of his personality. Or people know the need to faint because anytime you're attacked by a shark, your hope is completely gone. So might as well avoid feeling pain, right? Like that's what fainting is supposed to be doing. And holy shit, it opens up a completely next spiritual understanding. Like, oh, fainting. Yeah, it's a tool. It's something you need to use when you have no hope left. Right? When someone blatantly attacks you and wants to cause you pain. Wants to rape you. Faint. Very powerful. So, you must be able to escape the structure again. This is the most important zombie apocalypse survival tip. Is to win zombie apocalypse, essentially you will have to escape. People will try to push you, people will try to pull you in, regardless of what's up, right? The idea is that you need to escape. You need to bring your experience, you need to bring your friends out, because you can't even have friends inside a social pool. You have to fucking. You cannot have anything, any success. So you cannot even have friends. You will essentially break up with your friends. And obviously, you don't want to bring friends necessarily either outside of this structure. Again, you have your own personality type. So those people who you resonate with, you kind of want to bring those out. I'm not sure about the rest of the people, actually. Maybe if you have a really strong sense of perfect ego combined with your partners, the people who you brought out of the social pool, maybe then you start needing other personalities as well. I don't know, because you can literally create a bigger version of yourself, and because it also contains a perfect ego. A perfect ego is a combination of every single element, so it will require different personalities. That's an interesting theory. So essentially, you will start pulling out different types of people. I don't know how that's gonna work. Seems exciting. Everything that structure contains is extremely addictive. I saw a video made by Dark Matter. Find it on YouTube, guys. Dark Matter. He's shown a scene where there's a family eating spaghetti and the spaghetti's over. But then the woman brings out her theism and sprinkles on spaghetti, and now it's like, we have meaning in spaghetti. We need to eat spaghetti all the time now, because there's so much meaning in there. And it was trying to show that, well, something is extremely addictive. Something called theism. Something called belief in something. Very interesting, very interesting. I cannot really put it together, but my spider senses, or senseis, whichever pun makes more sense, but it's telling me that it's a zombie apocalypse, because literally the people ended up eating each other and exploding and vomiting on food first. Huh. You gotta eat food, because it's a part of who we are. We just eat spaghetti. We cannot stop eating spaghetti. We cannot stop being addictive, or addicted, and addictive, but maybe not. Yeah, I cannot put it together very nicely, but there is something there in that video. Because again, that's what zombies do. Maybe zombies don't just eat brains, maybe they actually eat you as a whole. It's like, you have life. We're gonna eat you. That's how socialism works. If you have life and the zombie doesn't have life, you know what's gonna happen. You gotta run, buddy. You gotta really run fast. Oh boy, that is so disgusting. Oh my god. Imagine that. Socialism. Why socialism is so calm right now? Because we have a bunch of stars. We're just stargazing at everything and everyone. But it's gonna stop at some point, you know? It's gonna get worse really fast. Oh god. Especially with all the lies and all these Stupid social poles, they're gonna collapse as well. This is the pyramid flip. A lot of social poles are just gonna pop. And people might not even survive that. It's kind of like civil war, right? It's not an EMP strike, you see. It's not when you lose electricity, you lose all your connections to your addictions. But sort of is that way. It's almost like you're gonna get kicked out of YouTube. You're gonna kicked out of your platform for whatever reason. It's kind of interesting. That's what Pyramid Flip is gonna be doing. Not only big YouTubers are gonna be kicked out, everyone is gonna be kicked out. Almost like everyone, because like once the structure starts crumbling down, it might actually fall down in its entirety. Like the things that we're addicted to might come back, haunt us, and most importantly, young people, because it's actually a next generation thing. So congratulations, just you already survived. If you're above 30, especially, don't worry. I didn't said anything relevant yet. Okay, I guess the video is over. God damn it, that was easy. Remember what happens in Vegas, stay in Vegas. That's another way to define a social pool. Do you get the image yet? It's such a simple principle, right? Just a pool of water that works like socialism. If you put anything in water, it's gonna suck that. The water is gonna suck that material and create equality in a sense. Some parts of it is gonna flow down, some parts of it are gonna become the water. Is there any being honest about? Oh, yeah, the niceness. Oh my god. So there's, I think this is connected with criticism, because criticism requires consent. Niceness actually will also require consent. We don't realize it yet, but and we think it. You would think it's bizarre that niceness will require it. Yes, in order to be nice, you will find resistance like crazy. And consent means ownership. If you own something, obviously you can be nice because you own it. It's yours. You can do whatever you want, right? So you can be nice within consent, but outside of it, people are gonna look at you like, oh, what the fuck? You're nice to this guy? Why are you not nice to me? Every single time they're gonna look at it that way. Because that's how socialism works. You care about this guy? Why you don't care about me? Why you bully this guy and not me? Every single time is gonna be the exact same thing. People are gonna look what you care about. And you must not care about anyone specifically. You just have to live your life, basically. That's gonna be the principle. And it's crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright, that's about it. I completed it in first time. Thank you guys for watching. Let's keep going.